Hi guys, Steph here. I am going to attempt my first start to finish quick and simple card, and because it's my first one, I'm going to keep it very, very simple, and I'll do a little bit more on the next one. I just want to see how this goes. So, I have a A2 size card from Paper Train's Craft Cardstock. I'm going to set that aside for now, and A2 is 5.5 by 4.25. So, what I did is I took some cream cardstock and I cut this tag, which comes from MFT Dynamics Tag Your It set, and I'm not using the stamp set, I'm just using the die that came with it. So I cut that out of cream. I'm going to get my little stamp. Actually, I don't need, I have this Recollections wood grain stamp, and I am going to ink it up in some Paper Train Classic Craft ink. And I'm not going to do it like too perfectly or heavily. I'm actually going to ink it quite lightly. And I don't want it really, really perfect. I just want a little bit of that pattern and color. And I don't want it perfect because I kind of want that distressed wood grain. And then I'm just going to see if I have a scratch paper here somewhere. Yeah, here's one. And I'm going to see where I want to put that. Press it down. Okay. And that's what we have right now. I'll clean that up in a minute. And then I have this EK Success punch, and I don't remember the name of it. You could also use those little jagged edge, like decorative scissors for this. And I want to cut this edge here, not the edge with the hole. And I'm just gonna line that up there. And have that kind of edge. Then while I have this out, I have this piece of cardstock that is cut at 2 by 3, and it's white cardstock. And that is actually going to be going down like this, which you'll see in a minute, but I'm going to cut the short end with this same punch.